Hi, and welcome to the Intutives Toolbelt Lesson 4, Psychic Protection. So today what we're going to be talking about is psychic protection. Now, I'm not going to be the person to tell you that there's nothing dark out there, that there's no negative entities, because unfortunately, yes, there are, because we live in a paradigm of light and dark. But we are slowly moving out of that. So I want to give you some tools that you can begin to use on your path to better keep your energy safe. Now, I'm also speaking of psychic protection in the way of emotional and those psychic vampires, because there are people out there who will drain your energy. And they're very easy to spot because these are the people who constantly whine at you. These are the people who constantly complain to you. These are the people who, whenever they come around, you automatically start to feel very tired. So those are some of the characteristics of a psychic vampire. Now, I was told a very long time ago, the best psychic tool that you have is your left and your right foot. So when you see those people coming, you know what you do? Walk away. Because it doesn't matter how much advice you give them, it doesn't matter how much you try to heal them, they don't want it. What they want is your energy. And that's why they're energy vampires, and they're just going to keep on coming back for more and more. So I actually want to tell you a story. When I was first starting out, I was super nervous, never really wanting to give people readings because I didn't know if I was going to be accurate or not. And so I started practicing at work, and people were amazed at my accuracy. They're like, "Oh my gosh, Ron, you're doing such a good job. Thank you so much. I really appreciated it." And then we had a new girl start, and she had a lot of issues. She had a lot of things she had to deal with. So, she'd come to me for readings. She'd be like, "Yes, yes, 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 yes." And so everything I would say, she'd say yes to. So I was like, "Oh wow, what great validation this is for me." Well, and it was. But then it started to get to excess, where it was every single day she was asking me questions. Every single day she was asking me something new. And of course, me being the person that I am, would close my eyes and tune in and see what answer I could get. And every time it was right. But she'd always want more and more and more. And so finally, I actually set up a free hour reading with her. So we could just, instead of like these little spurts, I was like, no, we're going to sit down, we're going to do this for an hour. And so I did. And do you know, afterward, I slept. After her reading that night, I slept soundly all through the night, went to bed 2 hours early. I don't go to bed until 9 because I have to be up at 5. I went to bed at 7 o'clock because I was exhausted. And then the next morning, I still felt exhausted because she had just drained me of everything that I was. I didn't, because I was giving. I was just giving, giving, giving. So that's something, number one, to be very careful with, is to not overgive, to not overly exert yourself. You give as much as you feel comfortable. If you start feeling tired, if you start feeling low in your energy, low in your emotions, best thing you can do, arms up like this, make an X in front of you. I now cut the cords to whoever I'm reading. I return their energy to them, and I return my energy to me. Great tool to use. Also, another great tool to use, Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael. Once again, you can just do this and just close your eyes, deep breath. Archangel Michael, I ask you now to cut the cords to anyone that I have been working with or reading. I ask that you send all of their energy back to them clean and purified, and send all my energy back to me clean and purified. And that is just another great tool. Also using the divine diamond, violet, gold, and silver flame to transmute the energy and then balance it as well. That's what the gold and silver is for. And then the diamond is to actually send it through all 9 experiential bodies, which we'll get into in later chapters. So, I had to distance myself from her, and it was really hard. Because I work with her, and she would come and ask me questions, and I would just, "Oh, I'm sorry, I don't have time right now. Oh, maybe later. No, I can't do it right now." Because actually what started to happen was I started to lose my connection. I started to go down to her vibration. because I was working with her every day. I was doing things for her every day, and she was just draining me, draining me, draining me. And so I was lucky enough to get on Sonia Choquette's radio show that she has. And it was about spring cleaning, and I thought it was going to have nothing to do with me, but lo and behold, it did. She goes, honey, you need to use your right and left foot and just walk away. She goes, sometimes that's the best psychic tool you can use. So that's what I did. And, you know, the lady, she wasn't very happy about it, but I told her, I said, I can't be around negative people. I can't be around people who are going to bring me down. I said, I did everything I could for you. Now it's up to you to take the advice and implement it. And so actually, it's very funny. Shortly after that, she quit. She actually got offered something else somewhere else. So my angels went ahead and took care of it for me. Thank goodness. And so another psychic tool that I want to tell you is when protecting yourself during the day. What I do every morning, when I feel guided to, it's not every single morning, but when I feel guided to, when I feel like the energies are really intense, I set up a shield around myself. And so I just put my hands out, all the way out, and I say, and I go like this, in front of me, to the right of me, to the left of me, to the back of me. I do it above my head as well as below, or right at my feet. And a lot of people like to say that to use white light. I don't like to use white light unless I'm feeling like super duper, oh my gosh, I need to be like ultra protected. Because what white light's going to do is it's going to surround you and it's going to protect you, but it's also going to keep whatever emotion that you're feeling, so be it sadness, anger, dread, terror, anxious, it's going to keep all that inside. So it's not going to allow your angels or guides to come in either. So what I like to use is pink light, and I like to say, I now create this shield of pink light. It is porous, and I only allow unconditional love or higher in. And, you know, that has really helped me as well. And, of course, you have another great psychic tool always for protection, your guardian angel. And you can always invoke your guardian angel because you actually have two. Some people have 3 or 4, you know, but the basic is you have one introverted angel, and that's the angel at your back. And that's the angel always caressing you with love and always telling you loving thoughts. And then you have your extroverted angel, and that's the one who's going to protect you. That's the one who's going to give you guidance, okay? And so something that you can begin to do is ask your guardian angel to stand guard at your door. I want to go into another brief story real quick. When I was at work, I had a very mean boss. Constantly berating me, constantly telling I wasn't doing a good job, constantly telling me that things weren't clean when all I was doing was cleaning all day long. And trying to teach 10 2-year-olds with another teacher. So we had 2 people in there. We were constantly cleaning, constantly doing things, but she just was never happy. And so after I learned about my guardian angel, I said, guardian angel, I ask that you stand at the door and not allow any negative or outworn energies into this room. And let me tell you, for 2 weeks, my director would pass by my door. She'd look in, and then she'd just walk on. And if she would come in the room, it would be for a brief minute. You need to do, you know, I need you to please go break this person, or I need your co-teacher to go break this person, but never anything negative. And it was almost like she'd open the door real quick, and she'd still be holding the knob, tell us whatever, and then leave. So, using your guardian angel that way is great. And you can always use your guardian angel that way. I also have, when you're meditating, that's when you're most open. That's when you're most receptive. Here in my book, The Intutives Toolbelt, which you can purchase on Amazon.com, BarnesandNobles.com, or if you'd like a physical copy, you can buy it at www.authorhouse.com. And you just have to type in the title of the book or my name, Ronald Schaefer. And what happened was, when you're meditating, you're very open and receptive. And so I was just getting a whole bunch of different information, and I actually had a wonderful, fabulous reading with a woman named Diana Hall. She's at channelinglove.com. The woman is absolutely amazing. I adore her. I've actually had 1 reading and 2 mentorship sessions with her, and they have been phenomenal. And she actually taught me a great tool that I've augmented here in my book. So if you'd like to learn that, you're more than welcome to purchase the book, and that is in Chapter 4, Psychic Protection. So those are all the tools that I have for you today. And remember, the most important psychic tool and protection tool that you have is knowing that wherever you are vibrationally, so if you're high vibrationally, you're not going to be attracting those negative things. But if you're low, you are going to be attracting those. That's just the way that it works. It's the law of attraction. So keep yourself high. Keep yourself on a positive mindset. If you start dipping down, it's okay. We all get there. But then don't stay there. Start to lift yourself up. Go see a comedy. Laugh about something. Force yourself to laugh. Do a fake laugh. And you will find that actually the laughter is contagious. And you actually start real laughing because you're so amused that you're fake laughing. It works. Believe you me, I've done it a lot of times. And it is definitely a very poignant tool. So I am sending you all my love, and I wish you all a fabulous rest of your weekend. And please don't forget to come join me for my free Reading Fridays on my Facebook business page. All you have to do is come over and like it. And I'll put that in the description below. Sending you all my love.